Hello, it's Medium Patricia here again with my second video on my new YouTube channel. I'm a medium. I don't consider myself psychic. My main purpose is to help those that are grieving from a loss of a loved one. And my purpose for starting a channel is to hopefully bring some guidance and, healing to people who are grieving or are just having a hard time in life. I've written several books, and some of the books that I've written come directly from the other side. They're thoughts and messages that come to me, and it's basically like I'm being told I need to put this in writing. So I created some of the books that I've written through the thought process from the other side. I do private readings. I have a website, which I will post down below. I also have a Facebook page under Medium Patricia Giebel, which I do free live readings on Wednesday nights, and I usually let those in spirit come through, decide who comes through, so that it's a fair process. But if you get any help out of this, or any comfort at all, or enjoy watching this video, please subscribe and give us a like. So the last video, my first video, I started off with reading from one of the books that I've written, Life is Just a Moment in Time. And for this video, I'm going to read the second chapter because it has to do with the soul. A lot of people don't give the soul much thought, or why we have a soul, or what the soul is all about. So let me just try and enlighten you as to what I've been told from those on the other side. So I've written it all down in chapter 2, which is entitled The Soul's Purpose. So please bear with me. I'm not real good at reading. I sometimes get ahead of myself and I get stuck. So please bear with me. Okay, here we go. So here it is. Just what is the soul? The soul is that part of you that is a part of the Creator. So if the soul is part of the Creator, then our soul must possess certain extremely powerful abilities, right? This only makes sense if you look at it in the way that I do, and that is, when God created us, He had to have given mankind a piece of Himself in order for us to be created. So I believe just as we are given parts from our human parents to grow, we must then have been given part of the Creator to even be in existence. In a sense, the soul is like a motor in a vehicle. It is meant to propel our human body through this lifetime. The difference is our soul has knowledge and is not just a material thing, but an energy that has amazing ability. If our soul has been reincarnated several times, it has knowledge from the past lives that we lived that most often are not practiced or discovered in the present life we are living. I am a true believer in that the soul can bring past life talents and experiences into the present life it is living. When you have an extreme fear of something and do not know why, you may have had a bad experience involving that fear in a past life. To give you an example, I have always been afraid of bridges. I have this fear because I've had visions of my car going off a bridge out of control. I know this has never happened in this lifetime, so I'm pretty sure it must have happened in the past life. The soul remembers everything it has experienced. If you can learn to tap into that knowledge and experience it, what it truly is an amazing thing. In a sense, the soul is extremely smart because of all the experiences it has been through, but most people never tap into that knowledge. It is sort of like being locked in a vehicle and you are unable to get out. The soul is locked in our bodies and it cannot get out, so therefore we must go within. Some human beings can tap into this soul knowledge, and that is what makes them able to do great things. I think that is where I get a lot of what I write about from past knowledge. Another example is I have a vision that pops up on occasion of me holding someone's hand and walking down this dirt road with open air markets on both sides. It's like those you see in the movies of Roman times, or like even when they have biblical movies on. I know I am young because I feel young and I'm holding someone's hand. I believe this is a memory from a past life. I am awake when this happens, and it's sort of like a deja vu moment, but not exactly. And it's hard to explain. An interesting thing I would also like to point out is the soul does not age as we do in this life. It never dies, and it does not age in human years, but it ages on the other side by experiences and how many lessons it learns in the lifetime that it lives. So if a child passes from this life, they are not necessarily a child on the other side because they have lived other lifetimes. They have an abundance of knowledge through living other lifetimes. Our soul is what drives us, and that soul is a part of the Creator. We are given free will so what we do with our life and how we treat others, it's all up to us. It is that free will that causes us to be a nurturing human being or a greedy and materialistic human being. If you look at it in this way, it might make more sense. God is the teacher and we are the students. Free will is the ability we are given as a test. What we do with the ability determines our fate in the spirit world. We can choose to learn to be loving and peaceful, or we can learn to be materialistic and greedy. It is all on our own choice and only our choice. What you choose to be in this life, do you choose temporary satisfaction in this life or eternal peace and tranquility in the afterlife? It's all up to you. I wonder how many people really think about the soul and look at humans as being a creation of God rather than just a physical being. Our physical being has control over material things in life, but what about the soul? Have you ever wondered about your soul and how it affects your life decisions? What I believe on this is that when you make a decision on something, only after meditating about it and giving it a long, hard thought, can it be a soulful decision. In order to hear or feel your soul's effect on your decision, you must mindfully think about the situation and listen to your mind's thoughts. When you make a snap decision, that is more your physical brain making the decision from learned behavior. This, of course, is only my thoughts on this. As a medium, I have learned to know the difference between guidance from the soul and or those in spirit and my own thoughts from learned behavior and past experiences. It is not a very hard thing to do. You just need to learn to meditate and listen to your mind's thoughts. I believe God's reason for giving us a soul is so that we always have the guidance we need to succeed in life on the physical plane. We need only to search our soul for answers. The soul is our connection to God in heaven. If you betray God's trust in you, then there will be consequences, although I cannot say what those consequences will be. God is the only one that knows what the consequence will be. I, for one, do not want to find that out. My suggestion to all is learn to love unconditionally, because from love only good things come. Again, don't ask me how I know this. I am just writing what I hear in my mind. I believe I am tapping into my soul's knowledge, and I am a medium and can converse with those in spirit. So I may also be getting this information from those on the other side. One thing I would like the world to realize about the soul and that is when God gave us part of himself, which I believe is our soul, he did not give it a color. Our souls have no color, so therefore what color we are on the outside has no relevance with the Creator. What we need to focus ourselves on is how we are going to make it to heaven. When we leave this earthly plane, are we going to be worthy of going to heaven, and to what level of heaven will there be? Will be our reward. I believe when Jesus talks about his Father has many mansions in the Bible, he actually means levels. I believe that depending on how your soul progresses toward being of total love and peace depends on how high up you go in the levels of heaven. Have you ever heard the expression, I'm in the seventh heaven, or I'm in seventh heaven? When somebody is happy about something, they may say, I'm in seventh heaven. I believe this is the level of heaven where the Lord and Creator resides, along with his Son Jesus. You see, the only thing that matters here is that we learn the lessons we programmed into this life for ourselves. What happens here directly related to what our own soul wants to accomplish here on the physical plane and how far it wants to progress in the levels of heaven. Some souls take many lifetimes and some not so many. The people you see in your life that have many struggles and learning more lessons possibly than others may be. the people that seem to have it all and complete happiness are our souls, I believe, that just come back to physical plane because they like it here and have already learned all their life lessons. Quite possibly they may have just come to help their soul family learn also. I will say this once again because I believe it is extremely important that we learn this. We all have a soul, and that soul is part of our Creator, and it has no color. God made us different skin colors to see how we deal with diversity. And I do believe we are failing the test miserably, especially now. How easy would it be for us to look past our differences when we realize we all have lessons to learn in this journey? It is not about being better than someone else or how many material things we can accumulate, but it is about learning to be loving towards one another. We are all born with the same abilities because that is the way the Creator made us. It is what we as individuals choose to do with those abilities that makes us great in the eyes of God. We can spend our lives sitting around saying, poor me, nobody loves me, nobody cares, and never get anywhere or learn anything. Or we can take our God-given abilities to do great things. It is all up to you as an individual. Life is not easy. It's not meant to be. It is a test. It is up to us if we pass that test. No one else can take it for us. And that concludes chapter 2 of my book, Life is Just a Moment in Time, which can be found on Amazon. If you search my name, Patricia Giebel, you will find it. I hope that helps you understand a little bit about life and why we're here. And just remember, life is just a moment in time, like the book says. Compared to eternity, our lifetime is just a blip on the scale of eternity. And I believe we all have I believe you have to really be, you have to learn your lessons in order to not have to come back again. Some souls come back just to help their soul family. Hold on a second. Gracie, come here. Can you please quiet down? She never barks. Just because I'm doing a video. But anyway, I hope that you get some kind of I don't know what you call, get some information out of this video that opens a door or the light bulb goes on for you. Life is really not about material things. It's about teaching each other love and patience and forgiveness, So if you like this video, please give us a like down below and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. God bless you.